Today I'm going to show you how I made this Chucky birthday cake. Come join me. So I started with putting some buttercream onto the cake board to hold this in place while I decorated. This is going to be a 2-layer 8-inch heart cake. The bottom layer is vanilla, as you can see here. The top layer is going to be a chocolate cake. So I started with crumb coating the bottom layer. And once I had that done, I am going to go ahead and put the chocolate layer on top, and I'm going to crumb coat that layer as well. Once I have my crumb coat layer on, I'm going to go back and I'm going to put on another layer of vanilla icing, just to kind of get our blank canvas prepared so I can begin decorating this cake. I'm going to then, after I have those nice edges, I'm going to go back and I'm going to put my top color on, and it's going to be black. So here I am adding my black icing to the top of this cake, and I'm smoothing out the edges so that I can begin to decorate the cake. So this is going to be inspired really by a vintage heart design, and then it's also going to have Chucky on the top of the cake. So here I am just kind of using one of my piping tips to go around the bottom with the red icing. And then I'm going to go around it again with a different piping tip in purple, which you can see me doing here. So it's going to be red and purple throughout all of the piping that's going to be on this cake. So for these kind of cakes, one of the things I like to do are vertical lines, because I feel like it helps to keep some of those, like the spacing, done well. And so you're going to see here, I'm beginning to do some vertical purple lines. Again, I do these to kind of help me keep the spacing done well around the cake. So after I have those in, I'm going to add in some like ribbons of red around the entire cake. Then I'm doing a star tip across the bottom of those ribbons around the whole cake. Also using one of my round tips to do some dots down in between each of those vertical lines, doing 3 in between each. Doing some large rosettes at the top of each of those vertical lines. Then I'm adding that edible image to the top. Once that's on, I'm going to go around with a large shell border around the whole top. Then I'm going to go back around and I'm going to do another shell border inside of that in the red. So here I am just adding some additional embellishments around the top, and I'm going to spray lots and lots of glitter, as you can see me doing here. I want this to really sparkle and shine. I'm also going to add some big beads to this. And once I have that done, I believe that's going to complete the look of the cake. Adding some more of these larger beads down to the bottom. And with that, that does complete the look of the cake. And this is what she looks like when it's done. Here I'm doing a video so you can see very closely how much it's sparkling and shining. There's lots and lots of glitter. If you enjoyed this video, I do encourage you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future content. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, I would love if you'd join me again. And if you see Jennifer, say happy birthday. And I hope she has a beautiful, beautiful upcoming year. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.